What is going on? Good morning. Good morning, TCA
Happy New
family.
Year.
Happy New Year. Happy
We made it.
2021. We made it. It's going to be an amazing season. It's going
Yep.
to be an amazing year. I'm ready to take my game, take my family, take my clients, take everybody that's around me in my inner circle to new heights. And that's what this episode is all about. We just had a Scale Your Sales event with some of our coaches, all of our coaches, and some of our peak performance, our high performance students, and got a ton of value delivered to them. Had an amazing response from them, and we were like, man, to be honest, we need to take some of those key takeaways and give it to everybody because I want everybody starting their new year on fire. I want everybody getting to $10,000 to $20,000 per month with their business, and I want everybody thinking big time about their business, getting it to that CEO level. No more solopreneur. It's cool. We know how to make money. We know mobile home investing works. But now let's actually build a business. Let's build something that we can walk away from if we decide to sell it, or if we decide to pass it down to our kids, or if we want to keep running it, we want to go on vacation for a month or two. How can our business continue to run even without us being there?
Absolutely. So we are so excited to share all of these gems with you guys. I think it just took all of our students to that next level because a lot of them, they've been doing deals, they're making money, they're excited, but now they've run into new problems. Now there's some other frustrations that have come up that we ran into and we want to help them solve. And if you're still on the fence, definitely jump in the game. It's the first day of the year. It's time to get in the game. So before we get started, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified of new videos that we post every week. And then, of course, if you're ready to join Trailer Cash Academy and some amazing results and learn really how to build and scale a business like some of our most successful students have done, we're going to leave a link below this video where you can apply to join with us. Go ahead and fill out the application. We'll see if you're a good fit, and then you can start getting in the game with us.
Let's go. Got a couple familiar faces in here.
What up, AP?
Good morning to you, brother. Greg Brown, what's up, man?
Good morning.
Good morning. And then the Glam Boss, Happy New Year. She says, you guys, information is so helpful.
Thank you.
Man, thank you so much,
you.
Man. All I want to say is get your pens and pencils. We spent about 4.5 hours with our team, man, just with that Scale Your Sales event. It was dope. It was really cool.
Man,
it was really cool to see so many people just excited about going into the new year. It seemed like everybody had a plan, but when they walked away from the event, it's like, man, okay, I got some work to do. I see what's possible now, right?
Absolutely. And I remember at the end of the event, everybody's brain was like on fuzz, man. Yeah. It was so much value being dropped in that training. And I think it just took everybody to the next level and just their mindset, how they're looking at their business and really how they're elevating themselves, not from just doing everything, but really building a team and building an infrastructure and a machine that's going to operate without them. So we're going to get into that in a little bit.
I gotta say, what's up, Kenneth, man?
What's
going
Ken?
on? All the way from Hawaii. It's out in Phoenix now, our newest accelerator member. Even got Coach Boyd in here watching intently. What else he say? I got my company core values and goals set. 2021 ain't ready. Hey, Coach Boyd is going to be walking away from his job in March. We're going to be holding him accountable today. So I want to respect you guys' time. Let's get right into it. I first got to start this off by giving a special shout out, man. Our coach, our student, Mark Anthony. We got to bring him up.
Man, Mark Anthony. Come on, man.
I gotta give you.
Come on, man. This is not fair.
I gotta give you some praise, and we gotta get people inspired going into 2021. Man, you're doing some Kobe type things right now. This guy, man, in 5 days total, this guy did 3 wholesale deals in 5 days, and made over $150,000 in profits. Man,
come on. I want to see y'all say congratulations, Mark, in the chat. And if you guys were waiting till the new year or waiting to do deals or waiting, whatever you were waiting for, Mark wasn't waiting. He finished the year out so strong.
$152,200
profits.
And this is cool because we seen Mark, at the very beginning when we were starting with mobile home investing. We threw an event out in Phoenix in 2016. Mark was literally front row taking notes, and to just see you know, how far you've come since that time, man. All we can say is salute. I hope you are inspired by this, guys. This is $152,200. And the crazy thing is, we had to tell this man to go out and celebrate. I see him on live in the group, or he's posting a video, and he's still out there moving more homes, man. Take some time to celebrate this, man.
Stop, man. But that's amazing. Congratulations, Mark. He's already bringing in the new year with the ring. So
let's see, man. Let's go ahead and get into this. So we talked about, you know, scaling your sales, and we talked about in the beginning, like, hey, we know, you know, we can get deals now. Mobile home investing is a real thing. But what happens after you get 3 deals, 5 deals, and you're doing everything on your own? There's some common frustrations that happen at this level, right?
New levels, new devils. And one of the big things is, you know, just feeling like you have a lack of control over your results. Yeah, you've gotten deals. Maybe you've gotten some big deals done, but how do we make this more consistent? How can we actually control our business so that it's not controlling us? That's a huge one. Lack of profit and strategies to grow and protect your money. Now, it's one thing to make money, but to keep it and grow it and protect it is a whole nother thing. So a lot of our students are facing that the dilemma of, hey, I'm making money now, but what do I do with it? The next thing was they just don't have the right people to depend on. There's no team. It's all on them. And if they don't get up in the morning, if they don't make it happen, nothing happens. So
perfect. And then just hitting the ceiling. You know, you feel like there's not enough time in the day. There's only so much you can do in 24 hours being a solopreneur. So we got to get you out of that. And then, of course, you're feeling like that. So you're feeling like nothing is working. You're trying to do a bunch of new things, and just nothing's working, man. Nothing's set in stone right now. And then, of course, this is something that we suffer from really, really bad. You know, you're at a level right now. You're like, man, I'm just not at a point that I want to be. But so-and-so over there, they're killing it. They're crushing it in real estate. They're crushing it with, you know, fix and flipping or commercial property. Like, man, I should be where they're at. Exactly. So you're comparing yourself to them. So you got that comparison syndrome.
Yeah, that's a big one, especially online. You see people closing deals, their business is growing, and it's like, what am I doing?
And then exactly. And then this one's huge, man. This is, I have to be honest, Samera had to help me with this a lot.
It's a big one.
Man, I just got past this type of complex. Self-worth is in your bank account. So we're going to talk about that, because so many of us, especially, I'm just going to say for us men, I'm just going to put out the masculine. We put so much of our identity into that number that's in our bank account, and we equate our self-worth to that. So we want to get you out of that and start talking about interpersonal value versus your enterprise value, which is your business. So
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Our business didn't grow until we grew ourselves, man. It's all about personal development, always continuing to make an investment in yourself. And those investments are going to stretch you. They shouldn't always be comfortable. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in order to get to that next level. So once we started to embrace that, we really started to grow and get to that next level.
Yeah. And Jay, you just made a huge investment in yourself and into our business. How much did you spend on your investment?
Man, $60,000 to be exact.
Wrote a check for $60,000. That was not comfortable.
And to be honest, guys, you know, that's just what God told me to do. You know, not saying everybody believes in God, but I do. And God told me, hey, this is an investment you need to make. This is your journey. You're going through this because of everything you asked for. You need to do this in order to level up, because there's somebody out there that needs me to make this investment so that they can, you know, raise up and hit their highest potential in their life. They need the knowledge that I'm obtaining. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. If it was 600,000, I would have did it. So let's start talking about that. Interpersonal value is equal to your enterprise value. We talk about this all the time. We didn't get this. We put so much of our self-worth into our business. And it's like, man, if my business is doing well, I feel really good about myself. But if it's not doing well, if it's not making the money it's supposed to make, if it's not making any money at all, the personal value I have for myself goes down the toilet, right?
Exactly. So we're putting our self-worth in our net worth. And we all know, well, we don't all know, but the main thing here is that your business does not define who you are. And, you know, at the end of the day, when you're putting your self-worth and how you feel every day and how much money you made, how many deals you closed, how much money is in your bank account, you're going to always be up and down. There's no consistency
it feels
with
good
that.
when you're making money, though.
When you're making money, you'll feel good. But when you're not, you won't feel so good.
Yeah,
so no amount of money can make up for a lack of self-acceptance.
Can you repeat that one, please?
No amount of money can make up for a lack of self-acceptance. And this is key here, guys, because at the end of the day, when we're putting so much focus in our business, we're spending all of our time, we're neglecting our bodies, we're neglecting our families, we're neglecting, our connection with God or whatever it is to make us feel good. We're still not hitting, you won't feel fulfilled. The money won't get you there.
Yeah, because business is just, 25% of who we are. We say this to our coaches and our students all the time. We still have our, our body. I got to take care of myself. I got to put the right nutrition into my body. This is the only weapon I have to go and fight this war in mobile home investing. I got to take care of it. I got to move it. I got to make sure I'm sweating, taking that to the next level. I got my connection with my higher power, my faith. I'm not in this alone. I got to get the ego out of the way. I have to do that. And then, of course, I have my relationships. Relationships are not like rubber balls. You can drop some things in your business, drop some things in your body, even your faith, and get back and bounce back. But relationships, are like glass balls. Those things crack and shatter. So we don't want to be losing those relationships with ourselves, our spouses, our kids, our friends along the journey. We want to make sure everything is tight.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant some seeds in fertile soil, or we're going to face repeating those same patterns. And that's what we don't want to do. We need to create some new habits. We need to create some new mindsets so that we're planting good seeds in the fertile soil.
I like this one because right now, January 1st, 2021. I don't care what happened in 2020. I don't give a damn about all that. That's the past now. We're going to just come out with some new soil. It's time to plant some new seeds in new soil. And we're talking about planting seeds in your time, your money, your energy, your faith, and your confidence. We're going to go ahead and switch the game up right quick because we can't take that same person with those same belief patterns into 2021. We got to stop that right at the door.
Yeah. So a lack of clarity is really costing you something. It's costing you something because you're not clear on where you should focus. And the more that you actually focus on your interpersonal value, which is your development of self, the more clarity you're actually going to get in your enterprise value, which is your business. So it starts here, guys. We could give you all the strategies to scale and build and do all these awesome things. But if you're not focusing on self and really growing yourself, it's really not going to lead you to much.
Because guys, check this one out. Businesses don't have problems. Let's get this right. Businesses do not have problems. They have people and their problems. That's really all it is. It's like, hey, what level is that problem that you're facing? Is it a level 5 problem? And then what type of person are you? Are you a level 3 person, a level 2 person? Is that problem bigger than you? Or are you a level 8, 9, or 10 person that's dealing with these level 5 problems? We just need to change our mindset going into the new year. Create a tactical advantage for yourself. Put yourself in a position to win. And it starts with your mind.
And so really what we're getting at is here. What is my end game in my life? What is that big vision that I have, that master plan? Because at the end of the day, money can be involved in that. Business can be involved in that, but there's got to be something deeper, more fulfilling. Otherwise you get just caught up in more. I want more. I want more. I want more. And there's never
I was never satisfied, never fulfilled. And man, I was going into depression. I think you were doing the same thing. We were going back and forth with this because, again, we're putting so much of our self-worth and self-acceptance into our business. And then once we started to create that tactical advantage, we started to create a master frame. We said, hey, okay, we're making all this money. What location do I even want to be in? What hobbies actually fulfill me and they bring me energy, joy, gratitude? What type of house do I want? And that house, how is it going to serve my family, not just me? What type of business do I really want to run? Do I want to be working this business each and every day, grinding it out? We hear this word grind all the time. Grind. No, I ain't grinding no more. I'm going to work smart. I'm not grinding myself to a pulp. And then my family, my friends, my clients, they get the what's left of me energy. I'm getting the what's left of me energy. I'm not having that no more. And what type of income do I need? We hear a lot of students that say, man, I want to make 100 million. I want to make, 10 million. What do you actually need to actually fulfill
why do you want to do
life?
that? Yeah, exactly. And having a clearer picture of what does it actually cost to live the life and the location with the house and the family that you really want. When you get clear on that number, it makes everything so much easier. So this all leads to your big why and why you're even here right now, why you're even listening to us right now, why you're even interested in pursuing a business and pushing yourself to the next level. So one thing we want to go over is the 6 A's to Ascension, because there's always phases in every journey. And I think people get so caught up, and this is where that comparison syndrome comes in, with somebody's level 10 and you may be at level 2. And so you really have to understand that there's a process, and no matter what you're starting, no matter what big goals that you have, we've got to know where we're at in the process.
This is going to be huge for going into this year of 2021. It's like, don't look down at yourself. If you start off and you see, man, I'm at the first A versus the 6A, that's fine. The great thing about it is you have awareness now. Now we know that there's work to be done to get to that next level. So let's get into the first A here. Some of you guys are at level 1, which is asleep. This means you're just unaware to the power you possess. You're unaware of, the opportunity that mobile home investing has for your life and how it can impact you and your family and your community in a major way. So we call it sleepwalking. You're sleepwalking to your potential. You might even be lost. And a lot of the time you're just in your comfort zone. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to stretch myself. I'd rather just be comfortable with what I'm doing right now because it's not really killing me,
Yeah, you're in that phase of, well, I could try something new, but this is working. But if you really look deeper in self, you would know that something's calling you for more.
Right.
And so when you have that awareness, when you have that enlightenment that, hey, there is more out there, I do want more for my life, that's the next phase, awake. And so now you're aware, you're woke. You understand that there's something more out there for you. You're not just sleepwalking. You're not just accepting whatever's coming your way, but you maybe just don't know where to begin. You're aware, but you haven't taken any action. You don't have the skill set. You don't have the knowledge. So the next step in the phase is activate.
Yeah, activate. This is one of my favorite phases right here. This is like, hey, okay, I'm aware now, but now I gotta put some work in and just learning. I have to research. Some of you guys are at this phase where you're like, man, mobile home investing. Should I go with this person? Should I go with that person? Damn it, just pick somebody. Just get activated. Start researching. Start learning. Start asking for help. Let's not let our ego, deter us from these big opportunities in 2021. And let's start gaining some skill sets. Because you can't get to where you want to go without having proper skill sets, proper education. And once you get activated, once you feel, okay, I got this knowledge, you got to apply it, because if it just sits in your head, it's useless. So application phase means, hey, I'm going out here, I'm taking action. I don't care if I'm failing forward, because through failure, that's an opportunity for me to learn. It's an opportunity for me to become more than what I was yesterday. I'm going to accept that there's going to be some losses, but I'm also going to experience some wins. It's going to go back and forth. It's going to be a roller coaster because you're applying. This is what all the great investors do. They're not afraid of these losses, and they're happy when it comes with the wins, but they're expecting some losses to come as well, because you're continuing to fail forward. And this is the longest phase, right?
This is the longest phase in the process. And this is where a lot of people give up, to be honest. They have the knowledge, they know this works, but when they're applying it, this is when it hurts. This is when you're gonna fall down. This is when you're gonna have to pull yourself back up. You're gonna experience some failures and losses, but that's all gonna lead to the wins. But here's the thing: once you go through that journey of application, you lead you to acceleration. And this is why we call it the accelerator program, because now you've gone through the process, you've experienced a few wins, and you're building that confidence.
For sure. You're getting 1 to 2 deals a month, maybe a little bit more than that. Like Samera said, you're building that confidence. You're like, man, I'm making money. I'm out there getting it. I don't need my job. I can get out here and get it all alone.
Yep.
But because you are running everything on your own, you might be feeling that burnout feeling. I know we talk to our coaches. We talk to some, high performance students in our program. A lot of them, they're in and out of that. They're facing that themselves. We faced it ourselves when we were in that acceleration phase. So this is why we started that Scale Yourselves. This is why we started that one-day event that we had. And this is why we want to get you to that next phase, which is ascension. Ascension is huge, right?
Absolutely. So a lot of our students are in that acceleration phase, and they're looking to say, okay, this is great. I'm making money. I'm doing deals. But how do I really take it to that next level of freedom? How do I thrive in this? How do I not be the only person that I can rely on? How do I build a team? How am I able to elevate others and really make this a purpose-driven company versus me just trying to get a couple deals here and there? And so there's some real strategies that you need in order to get it to that ascension level, doing 5 or more deals a month. It takes a team. You can't do it on your own. You've got to let go of your ego. You got to let go of a lot of the tasks that you're doing, and you've got to trust other people. So this is a whole different, the way ascension looks, it looks completely different than acceleration.
So we're going to go into it. We can't give you the full 4.5 hours
Yeah,
of the how. It's a lot of how, but we're at least going to give you some of the basics so you guys have some type of framework to work behind. And right now, before we go forward, I got a couple questions. First of all, I want to know if you're getting value from this. If you are getting value from this, just go ahead, hit that like button, share this to anybody that's on that grind, on that journey right now. I think this information is powerful. We literally started applying this to our life and our business, and we went from doing 1 to 2 deals a month to 10 to 12 deals per month, just by, you know, putting the right systems, people, processes, and automation and delegation in our business.
So definitely let us know. Please comment if you're getting value from this. What phase are you in this process? Yeah. I'm gonna add that back on the screen. What phase are you in when it comes to mobile home investing? Are you asleep? Are you just now finding out? Are you awake, activating? Are you applying? Are you actually out there looking for deals? Are you in acceleration mode, or are you in ascension? You over there building the business. Yeah. People are working for you. You have the whole thing. Let us know in the comments where you're at on this 6 days.
And if you're asleep, don't be, you know, down on yourself at that. Be proud. Like, hey, this is where I'm at. I have no shame in that. Nobody talks about when you're like out here getting to the bag. You're like, oh, that's cool. But we want to like down ourselves just for being at this asleep level. That's cool. We got a lot coming. Let's see where everybody's at right quick. I'm just curious to know. We got some awake. Okay, I see you.
I mean, if you're on this call right now, you're aware. You're aware. You know that there's an opportunity out there. Maybe you don't have the knowledge yet, but you're aware.
So Arenya, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. We need to get you to that activation phase. So I want to hear in the comment, what are you going to do to hold yourself accountable to learning? Let's get it, man. 2021. Let's get it. Elena, she's applying. I like that. Elena, you're going to be seeing some mistakes, man. You're going to have some failures, which is cool. You're in that mode. Let's embrace it. We know what we have to do, and you have the help around you to get to that next level. Let's see. Chandrell, she's in application mode. I love that. I love that. You're going to be building a lot of confidence as you go. Greg Brown, activation.
Getting that knowledge, learning the skill sets, man. That's a very, very important phase. It's going to give you the confidence to get out there and start applying what you're doing. Yeah, I've got one that says, somebody is asleep. That's perfectly fine. You're perfectly asleep. But now, just from you tuning in right now you're awake. You don't have any more excuses. Now you know, the possibility. You know what's possible for you. So let's go ahead. Did y'all see Mark Anthony? If that didn't wake you up a little bit, and I don't know what will. Let's get a couple more, because I want to get back into the meat and potatoes. Okay. Philip. What up, Philip? Yeah, man. He was at Scale Your Sales Acceleration. He is rising to ascension. There we go. Man, take that knowledge, man. I cannot wait to just meet you in person with our in-person mastermind. I think I'm giving too much away with 2021. We're going to save all that. We're going to save all that. Let's get a couple more. Coach Sessions in here. High acceleration with my toes. He got his toes sprinkled in the ascension. My brother Justin. What's going on, man? He's an application. I like Justin. He said he wanted to get his business. He commented on a video I did this morning. I think he said $5,000 to $10,000 per month. There we go. With his mobile home brokering business. So we're going to get you there. I love it. And we'll get one more in. Let's see who we got. Kevin says, really enjoying this important impartation of information. We are at the acceleration stage as far as deals, yet activating applies to us as well. Okay, yeah, and we're always learning. That's the thing. No matter, we're always going through this process multiple times. Even us, but there's places that we're asleep and we're awake and we're activating. It's just about understanding the phases in the process. Check this out. When you get to that next level, there's going to be new devils. You're going to have to create new goals, new challenges for yourself, and then you're always going to be starting over. There's some goals and things that I have for my life, Samera as well, especially with us having a new child. I'm asleep. I'm honestly asleep. There's some stuff that I didn't see growing up. I'm really scared. However, because I have great people around me, I know what's possible. I'm now aware, and I know I just got to continue to do some research, and I just got to apply it. And I know I'm going to be the father I want to be. So let's go ahead and get back into the meat and potatoes of what we got for you guys today. Okay, so why do we even want to elevate to ascension? So Jay, what's the first reason? Man, first of all, we got to promote you to the CEO instead of the solopreneur. There's nothing wrong with being a solopreneur, because you have to really understand what you're doing before you try to go and train somebody. Everybody that's on this line right now that's going to that ascension level, I think they'll agree. It's very important for everybody to go into that solopreneur and
to be honest with you, there's going to be some days where you're going to have to go and say, hey, I got to go put my hustle hat on. And that you got to be so confident in your hustle hat that, you know, when you put that hustle hat on, you know you're going to get the job done. But if you never fully embrace that solopreneur role, if you never really embrace that hustle hat, man, you're going to be questioning yourself. You're not going to have the confidence to get to that next level.
Right. So we definitely have to go through the application phase. We got to learn how to hustle. And then there's going to be a point where it's like, okay, I've hustled enough. I need to learn how to really build a team and scale myself above and elevate myself to the CEO. And this helps you to actually rise above the business. You're going to look down on your business. Now, the business is not you. You're not the solopreneur. You're the CEO. You're looking down. And now you can make decisions for the long-term greater good of the company. This is a machine. You're working on a machine, and you're putting people and processes and systems in place to run this machine so you can kind of step away and have the freedom that you want in your life.
I like that. Step away and have the freedom. You know how to make money, but there's a whole new level of freedom you guys are going to taste. And once you taste it, you're not going backwards.
You're not going backwards.
Or you want to detach yourself from the existing business, you know, your current role and your ego. So what we're really trying to say is, guys, we're trying to detach you from your current identity. Whatever phase you're in. Once you get to that new CEO level, you're going to be forced to take on a new identity.
Yeah, and the big one here is your ego, because you know how to do things a certain way, and this has been working for you, and your ego gets caught up, and I need to make this much money, and I need to do this. But when you have to let go of things, when you have to trust other people, your ego has to be put to the side, because now you're not doing, you have to teach. And that's a whole different ball game right there. But again, we're building a machine that can operate without you. We're looking down on this machine now. It's not all about us. We put our ego to the side. We're really building a business and a machine that we're putting everything in place. We're screwing this. We're fixing this. We're putting some bubble gum here to make that thing run. And that way we can gain the freedom that we really want.
Yeah. And we want to make sure you have clear roles and responsibilities. Clear roles and responsibilities are needed to hit company goals. If you got a bunch of people on your team and nobody has their role, nobody has any type of responsibility, everybody doing this. I don't know if you guys used to watch the Chappelle show. My man was just in the club, just like doing whatever. We can't have that, guys. Everybody needs to have clear roles and responsibilities. And it starts with you as the CEO. If you're not clear on you, that's why we say you got to focus on that interpersonal value first. If you're not clear, you don't have the confidence to put the right things into your body, move your body a certain type of way, those relationships, connected with that higher power, that faith level you need, going to be really hard for you to articulate that to your team.
Yeah. And so the whole goal here is we're building a team of people that are working toward a common purpose, that once you have everybody running in the same direction, working on the common person, everyone's clear on their roles and responsibilities, this creates exponential profit and fulfillment. So everyone on the team is feeling fulfilled because we understand our purpose. We know where we're headed, and we're running there together. And there's so much success that comes from everybody being in an alignment.
Exponential profit and potential. I like that one, because it's like, hey, that's cool. You're going to make great money, but man, the potential to do more, become more, and to help out somebody else so that they can go in their community and help the other person do the same thing. That's
right.
huge.
And fulfillment, because at the end of the day, more money, again, can only take you so far. When you're feeling fulfilled in the work that you're doing, that's the real goal there. And ultimately, here's the goal, guys. We don't want to run this business forever. We want to exit this business, and we want it to continue on beyond us and leave a legacy beyond what we can do right now.
That was hard for us to understand when we first started. We were like, exit, like we don't want to do that.
Right, we don't want to leave our business. It's our baby.
This is our baby, you know. No, but seriously, like, even if you're not exiting your business to sell, so what if something happens to you? What if you pass away? What if you want to, pass that business on to your kids? What do they have? Do they have an actual business where they're stepping in as a CEO, or are they taking on your problems and becoming a solopreneur? Maybe you want to go out of town. Maybe you want to go on a vacation for a month. You've been working so hard. You've got all this new money. You want to treat yourself on a month-long vacation. It's going to be really hard to do that and run your business, and that Wi-Fi is pretty bad in some of those other countries. It's going to be really hard to do that if everything relies on you.
Exactly. So where do we start? We have to start creating a vision for our company, because here's the thing. We want to be able to articulate this vision to our team so we're all running together. So successful business owners don't only have a compelling vision for their organization, but they know how to effectively communicate it to their team as well as their market. So you have this vision of where you're trying to go, but if it's all in your head, you're the only one that knows. You can't really build and scale a business that way. You have to be able to communicate that to the people in those seats, to the machine, to the machine that's going to be running without you. If they believe and they are bought into your vision, as well as the people that you're serving, your market, oh my goodness, that's where the gold really happens.
Yeah, we got to be able to clearly articulate it, man. It's like, how do you articulate something that's not documented?
Exactly.
If you're not documenting what you're doing, it's going to be very hard to articulate that. So we'll get into all that in just a second. They are able to attract, inspire, and motivate their team by getting them to see the clear vision and articulating how they are going to get there. How important is that?
Exactly. That's key right there. If you're not able to attract the right people because your vision's not clear, or inspire them to actually understand their role and be excited about the role and motivate them to actually follow the steps to get to that vision, you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be running in circles because you're just hiring people that are not in alignment with what you're really trying to build.
I love this one here. The clearer your team can see your vision, the more likely you are to get there. Man, we can't be in this car. We're saying, hey, we're going to drive from New York and we're going to drive to California. Once we get to California, we are at our goal, but we're driving around with a blindfold over our face.
Exactly.
We have no vision. You're not going to get anywhere. You might end up in Oklahoma somewhere. Who knows?
Exactly. So here's where it all kind of comes together. And this is really where the meat and potatoes are of Scale Your Sales, is that you have to be able to segment your business into different departments and really work on it. Again, this is a machine. We're working on each department. And what we learned from one of our mentors was, there's always going to be problems in your business. There's always going to be issues in your business. It's kind of like whack-a-mole. You have a problem here, and then you got to, once you get that taken care of, you got another problem here, and you're always trying to fix things, and you're always kind of growing that way. But that's what growth looks like.
What we're trying to say is there's no such thing as balance in business. The closest thing to balance is the word harmony. You have to harmonize your business. Like Samera said, sometimes the marketing is going to be the bottleneck. Sometimes we'll go into the other areas. I don't want to say those just yet, but sometimes there's another area of your business that's going to take a little bit more focus. You have to be okay with everything not being even and balancing out, but just harmonizing so you can continue to remain stable in a good state as you continue to grow.
Yeah. So the first area that we really deep dived into is our marketing. So this is our lead generation. We really went into how do we attract the right clients to sell us their property and what strategies have worked for us. We went and deep dived into how we were able to get those strategies to work. And the big thing here is we got to understand our client.
Absolutely, guys. You got to know your client enough that you, let's just say this. I want to put this out there. For some of you guys are ready to scale. If you guys have not mastered, that connecting piece, that love piece with your clients, and mastered those basic form of marketing where you can continuously generate leads in your sleep, even if you go out of town for a week or two, leads are still coming in. So that means you have to master the basics. We're talking about the bandit signs. We're talking about going out there talking to park managers. We're talking about going out there driving for dollars. Those things, you have to have a good basis of those things so that we can get you into this next level marketing where you are generating those leads in your sleep.
Exactly.
And we went through that in Scale Your Sales.
Exactly. And so the next department is your acquisitions, and this is your new inventory. So you've got the clients coming to you, they understand that you can help them, but how do we get control of their property to resell it? And so the big thing here is, how do we not have to be the only person to make this happen? How do we build a team and processes and systems around getting new inventory that we can scale this? We can do multiple deals, because at the end of the day, we've got people in place really working this for us.
Yeah, because if you're taking the initial phone call, if you're handling follow-up messages, if you're going out there to the actual home, doing the inspection, getting the home out of contract, especially if you're not using DocuSign, doing this virtually, there is a problem. We need more people in place so that you can just focus on what you're good at, which is connecting with your clients and letting them know how you can bring value to them, solve their problems, and you get paid that way.
Yeah, and the goal here too is to automate as much as possible. There's so much technology out there that when we showed our students the process that we use, it's literally like the automations, the tools, the people to just, the leads run through it so quickly that we just see an appointment on our calendar, and either we have to go inspect a property or we have someone else go and inspect it for us. But we're not doing all of that preliminary work. We just focus on getting the right people to set an appointment with us so we can go get their property under contract. One of the best
feelings is just seeing email come through and, man, I got this one under contract, and you didn't have to be there at all.
You didn't have to do any of that work. Cool. So the next department is the dispositions department. And so this is our sold inventory. How do we actually sell the property so we can get paid? So we got the property under contract and acquisitions, but now there's a whole process to resell the property and dispositions. And this is still about automating, getting the right people in place, getting the right systems in place. And so we opened up our entire business to our students so they can see all of the processes and how we document it and how we are able to delegate this work.
Again, it's all about the people. When you're putting the home on the market, are you doing that yourself? Are you the one that's sitting there, typing back and forth to all of these potential buyers? Are you vetting them out? Are you doing all that on your own? Are you collecting, earnest money deposits and things like? Are you getting them under contract? Are you the one making sure they get approved at the park? There's people in place. We can delegate that work, because a lot of that work, honestly, I didn't like it. I like getting paid, but I didn't necessarily like this position.
Yeah, and this is what we have to understand as CEOs is we should really just be focused on the $1,000 per hour activities. If we're focused on doing stuff that a $10 an hour employee can do, we're wasting a lot of our time in the wrong area. So we really want our students and our CEOs to focus on the highest level activities that they can. So that's what we're really teaching. And then the last department is operations and finance. And this is your systems and your profit. So how do we make each step in the process efficient, maintain cash flow, and track results? So this is how it's like the glue that puts it all together, all the systems and processes and everything within your business. But also, we got to track that money. We got to pay Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam gonna be tapping you on the shoulder like, hey,
I've seen that.
Yeah. And also, like, what are we expensing out? How are we not giving Uncle Sam all of our money? What tips and tricks do we have up our sleeve so that we can, expense things out? And like I said, not give a farm away to Uncle Sam.
Yeah. How do we protect the money? Now we worked so hard to get these deals done. We have the money. How do we protect the money?
It's not about how much you make at some point. It's about how much you keep. To be honest, you start playing a new game, because we talked about this. It's like, man, you go and you create your first $100,000, you create your first 500,000, your first million, and then Uncle Sam takes so much away from you, and then you actually running the business, the amount of money and time it takes to run the business, you're running a whole nother rat race.
It's a rat race, right? It's like the new levels, new devils. Now you're in a rat race with Uncle Sam. You were in the rat race with your boss, your employer. Now you're in a rat race with Uncle Sam. So we've got to have strategies and things in place to make sure that he doesn't take all of what we've earned. So here's something that we learned, and it took us a while to learn, and this is still the CEO mindset. It's not how or what, but who. It's always the who.
Always about the who.
I know when we were first getting started, we're always figuring out, well, we want to do that. How do we do it? What do we need? And we're trying to put all of the pieces together. But as we're growing into that CEO, we can't think like that anymore. We've got to think about who can we put in place. They're going to do a much better job. They're going to have more capacity, and they're probably better at the task than we are. Yeah. If we can build a team, it's always about the who.
So when you're at that acceleration phase and you're trying to go to ascension, you have to do some kind of like self-awareness, some type of self-analysis, and say, hey, am I a visionary? A visionary is a person that has many new ideas. The visionary kind of like steers the boat in a way. You want to be asking yourself, am I creating new big relationships and opportunities? That's what the visionary does, right?
Exactly. They are thinking long term. They're thinking about relationships, thinking high level. They're actually really emotional thinkers. There's a lot of visionaries out there, but they focus on the culture. How does this feel? How am I feeling in this business?
Or emotionally driven.
Emotionally driven. How are the people in my culture feeling? They lead by emotion, and they're really creative in problem solving.
They can kind of think on the spot, like solving problems kind of on the spot. I think in our business, my strength is more the visionary. We'll get into this next one, which is an implementer. But I will say there are things in our business where sometimes Samera's more of the visionary. I'm more of the implementer. So really, analyze yourself and say like, hey, am I the visionary and the implementer? I will say it's easier to reach ascension once you understand who you are. If you are the visionary, that's cool, but you might need to get an implementer in that seat to really get you guys to the next level.
So an implementer is a person who harmoniously integrates the major functions of the business. They're a lot more technical. They're putting all the pieces together. They're the person that's really screwing all of the machine together so it runs together. They're focused on systems. They manage the day-to-day issues that arise. They're really the glue that holds the company together, because it's great to have a vision and have all these new ideas, but if you can't bring it down to earth and really figure out how that process is going to work. And let me tell you, I'm more of an implementer, and the implementer is the bad guy, because you have to tell them, no, the visionary is going to have so many new ideas all the time.
And that's hard when you're married and you're both not visionary. Yeah. One is a visionary, one is an implementer. There's a lot of little small arguments that go back and forth.
Man, like that's an idea. We're going to put it on the idea list, but we have all these other ideas we're working on. And the implementer is really good at leading, managing, and holding people accountable. So that's the core of what we do. So really understand your strengths and weaknesses. If you're more of a visionary, really figure out, how can I partner or bring somebody on that can implement my ideas? Yeah. Because if you're trying to do, there's people that can do both, but you'll be a lot faster if you can bring in the right who.
And, we talked to, I think Kim had a great question towards the end. Once we actually went through everything and the actual how to make this happen, one of her questions at the end was like, man, wow, this is a lot. I'm a visionary. I don't mind getting out there. I like talking to clients. I like selling homes, but man, implementing all this is a lot. You don't need to do this alone, guys. Again, no one fights alone. There are different business strategists, business coaches out there. Some of them can come in and kind of do all of this work for you, bring in the right people, and you can just sit back and continue to do what you're good at.
Yeah, and if you're an implementer, you're more of the tactical person. You really should be consulting with somebody that can make you think bigger. You got to look up from the machine sometimes to see where you're going. Yeah. I know that's been one of the problems I've had in the past, is I get so caught up on the systems and the processes. When it's time to okay, you got to move. You got to take a left. I would have missed the turn if it wasn't for Jay. So
hey, we need each other. We need each other. We balance each other out.
So what we really want to do, and then this is, day one of the new year, we want to create a 1-year plan, because the 1-year plan brings this long range vision, especially if you're a visionary, back down to the ground, and it makes it real. Mm-hmm. It gives you some action steps to actually start making this happen, versus I have this big vision, I want to do all these things, but I'm not sure exactly how to get started.
Also, it allows your people to see what you're saying and determine if they even want to be part of that scenario or not. It's going to allow you to even see hey, these are the seats I need filled. Do I even have the right people in the right seats, or is this the wrong seat for the wrong person?
Exactly. And so it also helps you set up 3 to 7 priorities or goals to keep your organization in line, because when you're focused on everything, nothing happens, right? So we really want to get super laser focused on what are the 3 to 7 things that need to get done for me to hit that long-term 1-year goal.
And this one's huge. It forces you to focus on a few goals rather than too many. There's a really good book out there. It's called Essentialism. Really forces you to just focus on what are the few things, maybe 1 or 2 things that's really going to move the needle forward today in my most important bottleneck in my business. Maybe it's a marketing bottleneck you have. You don't need to focus on all of the departments until we get this one problem solved. So if you guys don't have that book, definitely read it. I think it's going to help you, especially going into this new year.
Absolutely. So we went into a lot more detail with the Scale Your Sales event and with all of our students, exactly how do we break these goals down? What do we need to focus on in a weekly basis? What do we do when problems arise? What I'm saying? There's going to be issues that come up. How do we tackle those too?
Yeah. So we're working with our coaches. We're working with our mentors to say, how do we really want to roll this out? I got a question for you guys. Do you guys even want this? Is this something that you guys would want, getting to that next level? I know a lot of you guys aren't in the game just yet. We still have the masterclass program. We still have the accelerator program. Some of you just need the right coaches, the right peers to get you to that next level. But some of you guys are really ready to make this thing a business, have this thing working for you. So if you're interested in a program like Scale Your Sales, just let us know. This is something we got up our sleeves for 2021. I told you we want to help you guys get to $10,000 to $20,000 per month consistently and make sure that you're not in the business running everything day to day. So if you're interested, just hit the like button or comment below. We want to know if you guys are interested in this. I really like it because this is going to be more personal, in-person events, you know, either quarterly or once a month that we're doing, where me and Samera are really involved in your business. It's going to be really cool. I can't wait.
Absolutely. So here's what our students are saying from the event that actually got the full 4.5 hours of information. Jerron said, this Scale Your Sales event is the game changer for 2021. I'm looking forward to the shift from street hustler to CEO. Jay and Samir have truly outdone themselves with this one. I thought they gave us the game with the accelerator program, but this thing right here is next level stuff. So happy New Year, TCA fam.
And then Charity came through the TCA. Scale Your Sales training was awesome and full of useful information to make this a true business. The biggest nugget I received was the importance of setting clear vision, goals, and a plan. When you know what you want, your path will be much clearer, ready to take it to the next level. Scale your sales.
All right. And we had Lance here said, just received so much absolutely golden information from the TCA Scale Your Sales event. It's hard to say what my biggest takeaway was, but if I had to choose one, I would say the extensive knowledge I received on how to completely automate my business. I always wondered how I could travel the world for months at a time while still keeping my business profitable. Well, now I know. And then Philip said, scale your sales, 4 hours of straight fire. I'm pumped for 2021, not only to grow my business, but also to grow personally. My big takeaway is that I have to let go of fear in order to grow my business. I got to trust the process and enjoy the journey. Excited times are definitely ahead.
I like that he added that. Trust the process and enjoy the journey. Guys, don't be like me, where I was so focused on the horizon, I was never really present, and I missed a lot of moments on our journey because I was never satisfied. I was always chasing that never-ending horizon. So let's continue to be focused and be present here. I want to get some comments. Again, if you guys like this, go ahead, hit that like button, share this to anyone who's in business. I think this information is good, not just for mobile home investors, but anybody that's out there building a business looking to reach that ascension phase. So let's go ahead. Let's see some of the comments. We hope you guys got value out of this. Really took a lot of time to put this together. We really want to continue to focus on building you guys up, because think about all the impact we can make in the community. If you guys are interested in working with us, go ahead and apply at the link below. Our coaches, they're ready. They are locked in for 2021. You know, your peers in the TCA family. We all focused, man. We're getting to this next level. Let's get it going. Let's get into a couple of these comments. Audrey said, yes, we are interested in Scale Your Sales.
Let's go.
Getting a lot of this. Yes, please. Okay. We see it's there.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Where do I sign up? Let's get it. Let's see. We'd love to learn from a team that has done it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Ruby.
DeAndre. Heck yeah, we want this. This Alexia. What's up, Alexia?
Thanks so much, Alexia.
Coach Gully, what's up, TCA family? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and yours as well.
Happy New Year. So no, we're so excited. I am so excited to continue to work with these students and really help them blow their business up. It's like we said, it's one thing to be out there closing deals, and we were there for a while, but it's a whole other thing when you have a whole operation under you and you're able to really see those results and really scale and really help a lot more people.
Absolutely. What did Gully say? Scale your sales is straight up gold. Let's go 2021. My brother Justin, Jay and Samera, why y'all playing games? You know we want this.
I love it, Justin. We got you, brother. We got you.
Get into one more. This was a dope presentation. So I can only imagine what the Scale Your Sales event was like. Sheesh.
Yeah. I'm telling you, everybody's head was like buzzing afterwards. Everybody's eyes are wide open, like, whoa. That's
I'm looking for Coach Boyd wants to know where she at. She's somewhere in here.
She sleep underneath us on our feet.
She's always here. Come on, Coach
Oh,
Boyd. She don't know.
She just woke up. Mama.
She was at the Scale Your Sales event. She got some value out of that too. But all seriousness, guys. We're excited, as you can tell. We are a never-ending growth process in ourselves. We want to continue to grow, and we just want to bring people up with us that are eager to grow their business, grow their families, and make a long-lasting impact in their communities. Think about this. what if we all kind of scaled ourselves? Everybody watching right now, what if we all scaled ourselves? Yeah, the money is great, but think about the impact we can make in our communities. Think about the affordable housing crisis. Think about the dent we can all leave as a whole family ourselves, right?
Oh my gosh. Like, just imagine, like you said, the impact that we can make from just being able to leverage other people, leverage our systems, and all of us being able to just level up in this business. So we're so excited, y'all. We got so much more to share. It's like, this is just a little piece of what we really had gone into in the Scale Your Sales program. But nonetheless, guys, if you're still in the asleep phase or the awake phase, application phase, let's get off the bench. Let's get in the game and let's make this happen. At the end of the day, if we're your people, cool. If not, we just want to see you guys taking action. At the end of the day, we want all of the people that have stuck with us this whole presentation to not just turn this off and go sit on the couch, but actually like really think about, how can I make this year great? What is my 1-year plan? Who do I need on my corner to really make this happen? And what knowledge and information and team do I need to really build my business and scale my sales?
Check this out. 50 minutes. We're on 50 minutes now. We've got 136 people live. This is the top of the year, man. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that you guys stuck in with us. We love you guys. We want to continue to grow. It's so important. This is the first day of the year. Now you have this information. You guys can loop it back. It's time to grow, y'all. We got to change our mindset. We have to change our belief system. We're not in this alone. I wear this thing on my wrist every day. It says, just a reminder, no one fights alone. We're all in this battle together. You need the right people, the right family, the right coaches, all connected with you so we can get this game, pass it down to the next generation, have them leave a long-lasting legacy for their families too.
Absolutely. So we're all in this together. Come join the family. We want to be able to help and support you to get there. So
one or two more comments. One or two more. I'm glad to be ahead of the game already and accelerated students. Exactly what I need to take away overwhelming feelings I was having, getting it all done, and it's just me. We got you. We got you.
It's not just you. It's not just you. You've got a team of people that are behind you. You've got a whole family of people that are in the game with you. We're all pushing towards success and results. So you're not in it alone. I'm in an accelerator program. Trust me.
Says it was 25. Yeah, it was 25 people when we came on, man. And we never scoreboard watch anyway. We don't care about, views and likes and stuff like that. I just think
the right people will see it.
Exactly. I think it's just really cool that, so many people are staying on and really trying to take this knowledge to impact their business and grow. I think that's really cool. And then let's see. Lena says, excited for the growth and learning opportunities and ways to grow in all areas.
Absolutely. We're all growing and it's all starts here. So we got to work on ourselves. So thank you guys so much for staying on with us, you guys. We love you guys. Make sure you loop this back. Make sure you share this video with anybody that you know, that even if they're starting a real estate business, there's so many gems in here. Any business that they can really take away from. So please, please, please share this video. Give us a like. And then if you're ready, you know what to do. Apply at the link below, guys.
Let's go.
Have a good new year.